Genius Kids. Cultivating love for learning.
Chapter 16. Waste and its management. Knowledge acquisition. Substances or things that are thrown away because they are of no use or unwanted are called as waste. Solid waste is called garbage. Waste can be anything ranging from food, plastic, clothes, electric gadgets, toys, etc. Discussion. Jack. Waste. Mummy always says that this is waste, throw it away. Then why do I need to study it? Susie. Look, Jack, it is always said that each and everything has its value, so we should realize that and thus reduce the wastage as much as possible. For this reason why only we all should study this chapter. Jack. I got it, Susie. I want to learn about the types too. Will author tell one? Susie, yes. I have a chat with Miss Priyanka. She got convinced and is very much ready to tell us almost all about the topic called waste. Waste. Things that are thrown away because of no further use are called waste. Classification of waste. Waste can be classified on the basis of its physical state, source, and on its ability to undergo decomposition naturally. 1. On the basis of its physical state, waste can be of three kinds: solid waste, liquid waste, and gaseous waste. 1. Solid waste. Solid waste comprises of kitchen waste and waste generated by industrial activities. For example, fruit and vegetable peels, plastic cans and bottles, polythene bags, newspaper, aluminium foil, etc. 2. Liquid waste. Waste in liquid form comprises of liquid waste. It is generally present along with water. For example, human excreta, wash-off runs, comprising of detergent or soapy solution, agricultural drainage, and industrial waste are in liquid form. 3. Gaseous waste. Waste in the form of gases like that of vehicular emission comprising of harmful gases like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide. Even the emission from chimneys of big industries constitutes gaseous waste. 2. On the basis of its source, waste can be of two types: household waste and commercial waste. 1. Household waste. Waste generated by household activities. It comprises of the following: food material, packaging like polythene bags and paper bags, septic waste, etc. 2. Commercial waste. It is generated by commercial activities like waste from minting activity, waste from workshops and warehouse, waste from metallurgical processes, waste from hospitals including bandages, face masks, gloves, biohazardous waste, etc. Critical thinking. 7 lakh tons of hazardous waste is produced in our country per year. 3. On the basis of its ability to decompose, waste can be of two types: biodegradable waste and non-biodegradable waste. 1. Biodegradable waste. Waste that can undergo natural decomposition by action of microorganisms, called decomposers, is categorized as biodegradable waste. Examples include fruit and vegetable remains, paper bags, wooden blocks, etc. Biodegradable waste is also called organic waste. 2. Non-biodegradable waste. Wastes that cannot undergo natural degradation are called non-biodegradable wastes. Examples include man-made materials like polythene, ceramics, thermocol, etc. These wastes either cannot undergo rotting or take a very long time for the same. Critical thinking. Clogging of drains can occur because of non-biodegradable wastes such as polythene bags. Hazardous wastes are those wastes that can cause harm to health by causing environmental contamination. They are infectious, carcinogenic, and ecotoxic. How and why to manage waste? Requirement for waste management. Waste management is the need of the hour. Waste deposition can do potential harm not only to the living beings but also the environment. Clogging of drains, pollution of soil, environmental disbalance are some of the real and most hazardous outcomes of undesirable waste deposition. How to manage waste? Waste can be managed in 3 steps: reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce. Waste material can be reduced as by preventing spoilage. Reuse. Reusage is also one of the good options to reduce waste, such as Bisleri bottles purchased from vendors can be used in homes to store water. Recycle. It is a method of conversion of waste to new products, as for example newspaper can be converted into fresh paper again. Newspaper purchased by scrap dealer is converted into fresh paper in factories. Recycle organic waste. Gobar gas biogas. It is the gas produced by the action of bacteria on organic waste. It serves as a fuel. It serves for running electrical equipment and power generation. Critical thinking. Refuse-derived fuel (RDF) is the fuel that is derived from dried, grounded and briquetted waste. The briquetted waste comprises of highly combustible substances as paper and wood. Briquette is a rectangular block made up of sawdust or charcoal. Recycling liquid waste. Sewage water can be treated in septic tanks. Heavy particles are settled first, followed by fine particles by addition of alum, and finally superfine particles are filtered and chlorine tablets are added to it. Waste disposal. Common terms for handling of wastage. Source sorting. It is a process of keeping the waste components separate from each other at the source so that one of them or each one of them can be properly recycled, reused. Central sorting, separating the valuable material from waste. Segregation, segregating the waste out, such as the things that are not desired at a particular place are considered as kabad or waste sold to a scrap dealer or kabadiwala or the man who purchases it instead of just throwing the waste outside and allowing it to deposit. Methods for waste treatment. Landfill. 1. Location. Generally in urban areas. 2. Design. It is basically a pit dug in ground. After addition of garbage, the pit is covered. At the end of day, the soil is scattered over it and earth-moving equipment is used to compress it. 3. Drawbacks. Methane gas produced can cause slow air pollution. Destruction of natural habitats. Contamination of water table. Scenic landscapes are ruined. Incineration. Description. It is the process of burning the waste to obtain energy. It is basically done in a large furnace. First of all, the recyclable material is segregated and then the remaining material is burnt. At the end, ash is left. This process is basically used for infectious waste. Fly ash. Some of the ash that floats out with hot air is called fly ash. Both ash and fly ash contain high concentration of toxic substances such as dioxins and heavy metals. Drawbacks. Causes air and water pollution. Description: organic matter constitutes 35 to 40% of solid municipal waste in India. This waste can be recycled by compositing. It is one of the oldest methods of recycling. Definition: compositing is a biological process of conversion of organic waste into humus or compost rich in carbon and nitrogen. The process is assisted by microorganisms, mainly fungi and bacteria. Process: organic waste is dumped in a pit. Pit is covered with moist soil, watered again and again, left undisturbed for months. Microorganisms feed on organic matter and convert it into compost. Advantages: it is a clean, cheap and a safe method. Compost serves as an organic fertilizer for plants. Increases soil's water holding capacity. Vermiculture or vermicompositing. Compost produced by action of earthworms is called vermicompost. The practice of utilizing earthworms for compost production is vermiculture. The process of production of vermicompost in vermicomposting. Critical thinking: recycling of 2 glass bottles can generate energy to boil 5 cups of water. Bangalore is the city where plastic is used for construction of plastic roads on trial basis. This is done just to reduce plastic wastage. Continuous review: substances or things that are thrown away because they are no use or unwanted are called as waste. Waste can be classified on the basis of its physical properties as solid, liquid and gaseous waste. Biodegradable waste is the one that can be decomposed naturally by microorganisms, whereas non-biodegradable waste can't undergo natural degradation. Waste can be managed in 3 steps: reduce, reuse and recycle. Waste can be disposed of after source sorting, central sorting and segregation. Compositing, incineration and landfill treatment are the different methods for waste utilization.
Like, share and subscribe.